Learn2b is a programme that is county-wide in Northamptonshire that helps support people that suffer from mild to moderate anxiety, depression or any mental health problem. The programme is funded by NHS Foundation Trust in Northamptonshire, partly commissioned by them and partly funded by Northamptonshire Adult Learning Service. But we try to offer them as free provision to encourage people that are experiencing mental health problems to actually get out of the house and come and do something that they want to have a go at.
We take calls from learners, we provide information and advice on the courses that we offer. We've got the learner guide that we use as well, and we run through each list. However many ticks are in each section determines which course is more suitable for them. Ticks that are in the red column, that is what's known as our Learn2b specialist courses. There's more ticks in the green column, then we aim them for our other courses such as Tai Chi or Sing for relaxation, things like that.
It's really very experiential for people to come along, maybe who've had very negative view of doing things like meditation. They can come along and experience it and benefit from it.
To see learners come in at the very lowest point sometimes, from being really at the depths of, you know, a really dark place and lonely and perhaps not feeling very in control of their feelings at all. And you get to see them come through this journey of coming onto the courses and starting to lift a little bit and open up and be brave and join in and share with others. So it's a really amazing sequence of events that falls into place once they start on a course.
I mean, I was suffering from anxiety and I was recommended by the wellbeing team. One of the reasons I come along is because I live by myself and it's an opportunity to meet new people and also to learn new skills as well.
I think with mental health there's a huge stigma and sadly still attached to that. And we all judge other people and we think they're okay. We look at people and think they're okay, but you're only just seeing just above the surface or what they want you to see. And then when you sit in a Learn2b group, people will take those layers off and there's a lot more underneath.
One of my concerns is relapse, and I know that Learn2b will always be there, and I can book to go on a course and get the support that I need through those courses in case any of my worries or concerns or anxiety and depression pop up again, because obviously it is a journey and there are ups and downs.
Learners might often talk about what's going on in their particular situation, and somebody else might come in with that and share with that and have their own situation. There could be similarities there. And ultimately, within sessions, there are moments of absolute sadness. You know, there are moments where people do feel sad and cry and release of energy. And then there's moments of absolute beautiful joy where you've seen someone come through from the very lowest point in their life, and they've grown and they've blossomed and they've come through to want to share their own story, and it's just an incredible experience.
Learn2b is looking for teaching assistant and I applied for the post, and I'm happy that I was given the opportunity to be able to give back to the community. Especially, I've suffered from depression myself. I find encouragement through the group and I've been able to challenge and overcome my fear through that. And it has really increased my well-being as well, because I'm happy within myself that I can actually do this. And this is through the job that I'm doing and through the services that Learn2b is providing.
The Adult Learning Service is an education provider funded by the Skills Funding Agency. And as part of that contract, we're required to provide a range of learning. Most of it is non-accredited learning, and it's learning where people develop new skills. But it's also very important that what we offer contributes to the well-being of individuals, their families and their communities, and the Learn2b programme certainly does that.
Learn2b have come in to do some taster workshops for us. We run a session once a month, and they've come in and run sessions on sleep and mindfulness, which have given officers basic skills to use during their working days.
It has allowed me to look at the way I go to sleep and assess what I'm thinking of at the times I go to sleep, and to plan my evening. It's difficult around shifts, but the relaxation techniques do help me. When I'm in bed, I can go through that technique and slow my thought patterns down and get to sleep.
I've suffered mental health issues for a number of years, and I was in quite a bad place and I'd isolated myself. So I spoke to my doctor and they referred me to the wellbeing team, who referred me to the Learn2b programme. The tutor and the teaching assistant were wonderful, and they taught us that they'd had the same journey. They'd had mental health issues, and so they could relate to us. They told me about becoming a volunteer, and I offered up my services, which was amazing to think 6 months before I wasn't going out of the house, and now I was willing to share my own, ideas and thoughts with others. I'm hoping that eventually, down the line, I will be a tutor and be able to carry on this journey for others.
I had a nervous breakdown a few years ago now, and when I had the opportunity to work on Learn2b, I knew that that was the way that I wanted to go. I have a really supportive group of tutors, and Learn2b at the moment is just my way of life.
Mental health has sort of took a bit of a back seat lately. A lot of funding's been cut, and I think there's a lot of people out there that need the support. They need to be given a chance to get out there and speak to people in similar situations, so they feel they're not alone, they're not isolated, and that's what this gives us a chance to do.